Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our final episode of Hexxit. So, at last, this series has come to an end. Don't worry, this isn't the end of Minecraft on this channel, obviously. But for this final episode, we're going to go through a world tour first, and then we're going to end off with some of my favorite moments from this series, and then we'll move on to other things. So, firstly, we're starting off here. This is our base that I constructed over the period of the LP. It's basically kind of like a fishing village. It's quite large. It slowly got bigger over time. All these towers, I can go up them. Use our spider hook here. Actually, it doesn't help. Huh. You can go up all these towers, walk around, across these bridges to get to the other ones. So yeah, and then down in this tower, this one is attached to one of the two pubs I made in this village. It's got a bunch of bibliocraft tables, fish. This is supposed to be a cup. Like a bottle of something there, a bottle there. Some like tools and stuff on display. Got a dagger back here, and then just a bunch of these potions for decoration. And then over here we have a house that I built on camera. It's a big house. The interior, it's got a bunch of like stuff, kind of, I thought, fishing stuff, some books, compass, an emerald, and like a little case, a bed, a clock, all that good stuff. Over here, we got our little dinghy ship. It has like no functionality whatsoever. And then you use this to get across. But this was just a little kind of itty-bitty ship we created. And then over here, I believe this is the first thing we added to our base, besides like making the dock bigger, is this boat here. It's where I keep my bed. And an ender chest over here. We got a crafting table, a regular chest for storage. Probably should put some stuff in. It's a replica of one of the pirate dungeon ships. I really like the design, though, to be quite honest. And then, if we move on over here, we have this little extension we put on this tower here. It's just another house. More space for the villagers now. This was just added in the last episode. Moving on. Up over here, we have our lighthouse. It's the only kind of stone brick structure over here in our village. But if you go all the way up it, and there's a bit more space up here as well. Get here, which also has more space for stuff. Get up here to the actual lighthouse. You can overlook our entire little fishing village here. And you can also look out into the sea and all that good stuff. And we're gonna hop down here, and on top of the lighthouse there's a meteor shield just to help defend the village from falling meteors. I would slingshot up there, but I don't have my armor on right now. I just have my headband of valor that I crafted in the call it the deleted scenes of Hexxit that I showed off in the black and white stuff in the last episode. Actually, oh, I made it up here just fine. So here's the meteor shield. We also have another one over there on top of our main base. It's kind of funny. I think our main base is like this. It looks like the smallest house by far, but it's actually got the most space in it. So let's hop down here. Don't need any ink sacks, and let's. Oh, that's right. This has magnetization. Ah. All right, that's why I picked it up probably. Over here. Got our portal room. We have our Twilight Forest portal and our Nether portal in here. Didn't build anything in either of these. Don't really need a Nether hub or anything like that. Then over here we got our arch, which oh, I don't have a boat. Oh no. All right. Let me run inside the base. Can't believe this. I think I keep a boat over there. But over here, we've got our archway that leads to our XP farm there in the distance. When we're done checking out this village, we'll boat on over there. to the XP farm. But over here, we've got our second pub. This one, it's the underground pub. The other one's called Tundra's pub. This one, kind of the same setup. These are supposed to be cups. Got chairs, bibliocraft tables, and stuff like that. Potions to function as drinks. This one has a back storage room, though, with a bunch of stuff. Extra drinks, just kind of items in general. A set of armor on display here. I like the design of both the pubs. I like this one a little bit better than the other one, but that's just my preference. And then, in this archway, we also have one more little hut over here that I built not too long ago. This one didn't take too long, but after there's basically, when I blew this up, there was a big space left over here, and I didn't know what to do with it, so I decided to build a little hut. So you come inside, crafting table, you know, a little flower pot for display, chests. This is kind of just all display. Chairs, table, like cooking stuff. And yeah, another 2 doors to add to the village. Can we bring that? Oh my! Oh! I've never done that before, and probably won't ever again. Alright, so let's head over here to our XP farm. We were also here not too long ago. I believe that was 2 episodes ago. I was here on camera, anyway. So if we go over here, you can already tell, I built another one of these, a replica of one of these ships. Think about it like our ship that's outbound, and it has that, you can see the pipe underneath it that goes down under the ocean where the spawner is. So we're gonna stop here, hop out of our boat, run down to our mob spawner, just down this one. The other, the interior of the ship just has another ender chest and stuff like that. A bed if I want to set my spawn point here, in case a crazy curse mob comes out of the farm and kills me. We get down here, there's still a zombie left here, that's odd. But we'll just kill him and put his stuff in this chest. So these are just for loot drops. This is the on and off switch for the farm, and behind here is the actual farm. There's no really good access to looking inside of it, but basically this just turns on a bunch of lights inside the farm to prevent any zombies from spawning. So, moving on. Can I spider hook out of here? Can I? Doesn't look like I'm going to be able to. Unfortunate. Alright. Well, time to head back to our base. Oh, there's another pirate ship there. I think I raided that, though. Where did our boat go? Oh, you're getting away. Let me double check. Yeah, same setup as the other one. There's just a furnace there instead. Just because we got storage chests down below in the mob farm instead. So let us head back to the base now. It's really weird because this is a pretty small base that I have for the for an LP. Typically my bases can get pretty large pretty fast in modded Minecraft LPs, but this one, that's more so in like these more tech heavy mod packs rather than this, which is, you know, not really a tech-heavy mod pack. It's more focused on adventuring, so I didn't really need a large base. Alright, so back, and let's head into the main part of our base. So right away, you can tell, another meteor shield here on the top to help us protect our base from unwanted meteors. So we step inside here. This area has seen quite a few changes over time. I've always had a basic bench here and just a little chest to throw some random stuff into if I'm in a hurry. Got an anvil here as well. A map of our base that I don't think has been updated in a little while. So let's update you. What has changed over here? So the dock is longer. I actually did that right before filming this just to get a better shot there at the beginning. And this has the arch now and stuff like that. Alright. And there we go. We'll put the map back there. Update it one last time. But then, if we turn to our left here, this used to be where we have our furnaces. We now have a super smelter set up here. So basically what you do, you put in items you want smelted. So let's just throw in this cobblestone here, and I'll smelt it into stone. This is where you'd put fuel for the furnaces if you needed more. And this will start smelting, and after a little bit of time passes, eventually all the stone will start coming in here. Oh, I didn't pick up all the stone for the last time I used it. So yeah, as you can see, we got some stone there. So moving on, over here we got our... Alright, so my game just crashed in the middle of the world tour, which is really bad. But it's fine. For some reason we're Steve now, but you know what? That first shot, that was the thumbnail shot, so at least my skin is there for the thumbnail. And we started this series out as Steve. I guess we're finishing it as Steve now. Oh, and my skin is back. Alright. So, over here we got all the book... Oh. Alright, so we crashed again, and I think I know the problem. Taking reading off of this. There we go. I think that's our biggest problem. I think that's what was causing the crashes. So, there are books. We're not going to get too close to that. I don't know why it's causing me to crash. This is kind of old, so it might be just an older version of Bibliocraft. Seems fine now. Moving on, over here, we have an unnecessary redstone device for our music discs that we can, you know, throw music into, listen to, and it lights up when there's a disc in there, and when you take it out, music disc also gets ejected. Then, if we head down this ladder here, get down to our beacon access, where we have our fully powered beacon. If you want to ever change what the power is on the beacon, you can go down here and change it, and that shoots up right through the middle of our base and into the sky. Now it's storming outside, of course. Crashed twice, and now everything's raining. And then, lastly, for this kind of main room here, got a hidden button that brings us down to our museum, but we'll get to that later. And if we head in here, we have kind of another workroom. What did I have this labeled as? Smelting and magic. That's about right. So over here, we got our essence table. It stores XP for us. If you right-click on it, it tells you how much essence there is there. As you can see, there's not a whole lot, but now there's a lot. So there's actually a lot of XP in there. Basically, you click it, you punch it, you get an essence crystal, you eat it, gives you all the XP in the table, and then you right-click it, and it puts it all back into the table. Then, over here, we have our smelter. This has been where we've had our smelter for the whole series. We got a casting basin and an armor stand here just so that we can switch it out if we want to get blocks out of here or not. Currently, we got steel, iron, and gold in there just for melting down a bunch of armors. Then, to our right, we have our enchanting room, which has all of our selective enchants that we can use. And then, if we go up a little bit, we have our soul altar and our blood altar. They're both full right now so that we can create living metal and biomass. Oh dear, I thought I just got stuck and was going to crash again. I didn't. It's fine. So this stuff is all fine and dandy. Basically, you put iron into here, and if you have enough souls, which are captured by using scythes, you can make living metal by putting ingots into here. And sort of the same applies here with this one. You can make germinated biomass seeds with the blood that you collect from a glaive in an essence vessels. And with that, then, you can create biomass, which is currently growing in our farms. And that's how you make all the biomass stuff. Alright, and finally, for this area, we have our enchanting area. This is just a bunch of stuff for, you know, brewing. We got a bunch of items I thought you'd need for that. This is where I would put finish potions and glass bottles. I sneakily hid the water supply for glass bottles up here, so if you ever need water, you just right-click up there. And then if we head down here, we have our nether wart farm on either side. I'm not going to harvest this right now. We have plenty of nether wart, and that would just kind of be unnecessary. Be kind of a waste of time. So then we head back into this main room, and we go over here. This is our storage room. It's been pretty much the same since I created it, except for one new addition that was not too long ago, which lets us switch out a crafting bench for an uncrafting table, in case we want to uncraft something. Let me demo it. I need to get some XP. Good thing I showed off this thing first. So we'll get some XP. Run in here. What don't we want to craft? A lot of this stuff I typically don't need. So let's say I don't want this. Let's say I don't want this diamond chest plate. Even though it has, you know, uses on it. Put it into the uncrafting table. Oh, that's right. Durability does actually affect it. But for 8 levels, I can take these 2 diamonds there. Just like that. And now I have diamonds. So it's kind of like for some of the stuff that I can't smelt down, you know, now I can. And these are all labeled with what they have. Some of them have a little hidden one underneath, just because I needed more space for that specific chest. Let's give another demo with, like, something that does not have durability gone. Let's say I don't want this. I don't know, let's say I don't like this. I want to try something else besides diamond, but that's, like, all I have is diamond stuff right now. I don't know. You know what? I have so many living metal glaives. I don't want this living metal glaive. I throw it in here, and for 5 levels, because it doesn't count some items, it considers them unimportant. So because I have 5 minutes of ingots of living metal, I basically click, and then I take the 5 living metal ingots, and I can take the sticks as well. Throw those into the wood one, put these into processed materials, and bada bing, bada boom. So we'll switch this back to the regular crafting table, and that's kind of all we have for our pretty basic storage room here. Not much we could do, though. There's not a whole lot of mods to upgrade our storage. No AE or stuff like that. And then this area over here is our farms and animals area. So up first we have our farms. This was also, I think besides the storage room, I can't remember which I made first, if it was the farms or the storage room. I can't remember. But I know the magic and stuff and smeltery came last. So over here, we got potatoes and carrots. They're shared. There's a lily pad of fertility in there helping them. Over here, we got wheat with another lily pad of fertility. Here's where our biomass grows. Biomass, it's kind of an odd process. Basically, you need to take a diamond glaive and an iron scythe. You need to use the iron... Well, you don't necessarily... You just need a scythe and a glaive. They don't need to be specifically iron and diamond. But this is just what I'm using right now. But basically what you do is you get this, like, you get these kind of soul sandy biomassed up blocks, creeping blocks, and then you use a glaive to poke a hole in them. Then you can plant your biomass seed, and then you harvest it with a scythe. It's kind of a long process, but it would make more sense if you understood it. Over here we got well, I guess the wiki has information about it. And then over here we got Geisol, just like for the chocobos. We got a bunch of this stuff. No lily pad of fertility because it grows really fast, so I was just kind of always like, we don't need it. Over here we got pumpkins and melons. These kind of grow slow, so do I have that in my inventory? No, I lost it when I died. I lost that lily pad of fertility. Dang it. And then, finally, our last farm is sugarcane. I think the most useful farm... all these farms were useful except for the Geisol, just because I didn't do too much with the chocobos. There's not a whole lot to them. And then we get to our animals, which there's got a lot of chickens, as you can tell. Can we get one baby? Oh, did he just phase out? Excuse me. We have plenty of chickens, so you're dead and you're dead. Sorry, but yeah, we've got plenty of chickens right now. We got cows. We got another escapee. Look at these guys. In major pains. Over here, we got our chocobos. I got 3 of them. Haven't bred them too much just because I don't really need to. We got our sheep. I keep their numbers kind of low just because I don't want too many entities running around here. And because, This is all the sheep I've really needed to shear for wool anyway. Typically, lightning's striking pretty close to the base. So, moving on to the final part of our base here, we have the museum. So, this is basically what I wanted to have finished by the time this series was over. It's basically, because there's no quest book, per se, in this mod pack, so what I want to do is I set up this museum with a bunch of items I wanted to have collected by the time this series was over, and we have now successfully done that. So, we got our scale armor, we got our tribal armor, we got our thief's armor, our meteorite armor, our Crechnorite armor, freezerite armor, biomass armor, living metal armor, and that's all we have for armors. Over here, we kind of have weapons. So we got Crechnorite sword, a biomass glaive, the fire spear, the monking sword, the morning shine. I don't think I showed this one on camera. This comes from a Spectre boss. I think I accidentally killed him off camera. We got a living metal scythe. We got the Soul Reaper, which looks really cool. Especially, I love the purple text on items. Don't know why. Got a ninja dagger, a freezerite sword, a meteorite sword, trickster dagger, the moonlight, the earth crusher, and the walker sword. And then we have kind of assorted trophies here. We have a witherless rose to commemorate our wither boss fight. So this was made with 4 nether stars. So it means we fought quite a few of them. We have the curse bone here, which is to commemorate 3 bosses. The lich boss drops it. The necromancer drops it. And so does the pig mage. I believe this is a curse bone specifically from the pig mage. He's the first one we fought. Definitely the hardest boss I think I fought in this entire series, actually. The pig mage. So watch out for him if you ever decide to play through this. We got our Twilight Forest boss trophies. The Hydra, the Naga, the Lich, and the Urghast. And then, last but not least, we have the Dragon Egg for the Ender Dragon. And then, I forgot to close this, I guess, before coming down here. We've got, last but not least, this is a museum of all the personal items I have used or thought were cool over the course of the series. So I'm going to drop off a couple of the items here. Our rapier. Oh, well, that's that's interesting. Okay. Huh, you don't like item frames too much, do you? Got our spider hook, and I renamed it the legendary bow because it is legendary. I love this bow. Can you find a position to work in here? Oh no. Alright, it's a work in progress. It's a work in progress. And I thought the holy hand grenade was cool. I never threw it, but I'm assuming it's very destructive, so we're going to keep it down here with all this stuff. So, we got our Legia bow, of course, that I have enchanted. It's now our legendary bow. A holy hand grenade, because I'm assuming this is just going to kill everything. I'm going to get out my big sword just in case we need to fight something. I'm assuming this thing would just absolutely destroy everything if I, threw it at something. So we're going to use it for emergencies, Got our spider hook. The minute I got this thing, I fell in love with it. I even had to go out and get another one after we lost it. We got our trusty rapier, who doesn't like his item frame very much, I guess. He's trying to break through. He's poking through it. And then we have all the armors I thought were cool that we used this season. So we got, I think the first armor here is the armor I used for the Wither fight. I turned it into Wither fight armor. So it's got all this stuff to help. It's got blast protection and protection. An exude, which helps with the wither effect, unbreaking 3, and all that good stuff. Next up, I think I used this Hex armor. It was the first Hexxit armor we tried out. I also gave them cool names. This is the Wither armor. This is the Hex armor. I call this the Hex armor just because it's kind of... They use the helmet as, like, the icon for the Hexxit mod, so I thought that was kind of cool. Next up, this is the armor I probably used for the longest period. I call it my survival armor, because it helps with our regeneration. It's just very general. Maybe not the strongest armor, but it's very good. It's actually a living metal set. This is scale. This is the tribal set. And this is the scale set that I used not for very long. I still think it's very good, very powerful. I renamed it the Dark Armor because it looks so evil. So yeah, that's kind of it then, guys. That is our world tour. So, and then finally we got a little, I remade this overlook here that we can look out and see the ocean. So anyways, guys, I think I'm going to wrap this series up here. If you enjoyed, please let me know. I'm gonna play a few clips from a few of my favorite moments from this series here. If you guys have any suggestions for future series, please let me know in the comment sections down below. So thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for all your support. I really appreciate it. And I will see you guys in our next series. What? Oh no! Whoa! That scared me. Are you upset, sir? Are you? Oh my gosh, he has 200 health. Okay, well, we got a boss fight on our hands. Yeah! Oh no. I'm gonna hide here. No. I'm out of here. I have no idea where he is. He's slowly making his way down the tower. Whoa! He is accurate. Oh man. Oh, you can reflect those. Uh-oh. I probably just bumped that other tower. Hey, knock that off. Oh my gosh. Sir, it doesn't have to be this way. Sir? No. Ow. What? Oh, we hit him. This is the battle of the centuries, guys. Trust me. Oh, hit him again. Oh. Again? Oh, no. We're blowing up. We're exploding. No. Oh, this is a definitely more intense dungeon. Nice. The blow up. The blow up. No way. Knock it off. Knock it off. Ah, we got him. Oh! Hello! Alright, this is intense. Hey. Be gone! Be gone! Oh! This is gonna be a good fight, I can tell. Whoa, what the heck is he doing? Oh my gosh. Oh, what the heck? Get away. I used a healing potion. Wow, what the heck? He can hold me in place or, pull me towards him. Dang. I think we're... Oh no! He's summoning an assist. Oh no. Where are you? Oh my gosh. You scared the crap out of me. Die! Die! Yeah! No. No. Absolutely not. We are not getting trapped in here. No. Bad. Try regular. That doesn't help. No. Stop. I'm just gonna try to finish. Okay, never mind. I secede. I secede. Oh my gosh! I'm getting... These guys are scaring me so... I need to remember, I can block with the sword. Okay, where is this guy? Storm regen exhaust. Well, where is he? There you are. You are going down. Yes! Oh my gosh.